Ed here from 10,000 Foot View, and I've got another Google Ads quick tip for you today. So one of the questions I hear a lot lately from our clients and also on the PPC sub over on Reddit is how we are using ChatGPT in our business to, um, improve campaign performance. And there are a bunch of ways, and I've already posted one video earlier on finding ad copy variations. And today we're going to look at generating ad copy for landing pages. So before we get started, first you do need to have ChatGPT Plus to do this. And you do need to configure some things. So once you have ChatGPT Plus up, you need to select GPT-4. And in your settings, you do need to activate the Browse with Bing feature. What this does is it allows ChatGPT to access the web so it can actually analyze the landing page content. The last thing you need to do is under ChatGPT 4, you have to select the Browse with Bing option. And then you are finally good to go. So the page we're going to do I don't really consider this a landing page for our website. It's kind of a service page, but I mean, it's got, quite a bit of relevant content on here that describes the service and various other features we offer. So we're going to give this a whirl and go back into here. And I have created a query. And so here's basically what I'm asking. So I've asked, generate 20 Google Ads headlines up to 30 characters each. And the reason 15 is kind of the maximum for an ad. Usually there's going to be some that aren't great. So that gives you a bunch to choose from. 30 character limit because otherwise ChatGPT will make headlines that are too long. And then 8 Google Ads descriptions up to 90 characters. And I choose 8 here because it's twice as many as we need. And then based on this landing page, and then you just paste in your URL. So let's go ahead and get that generating. And it takes about a minute, maybe a little less than a minute. So it's got to go find the page and scan it, which it's doing now. And here we go. So let's see what it comes up with. Okay, so what I see here is really good. Boost sales with Google Ads. I might use that in the first position, but for an agency, probably not, because it doesn't mention that we're actually providing a service. Drive leads with Google Ads, same thing. It's kind of walking the line between a call to action and a benefit, probably like a secondary benefit. Maximize ROI with our help. This would be like a secondary benefit or feature. Get ahead with Google Ads. We're getting pretty much kind of the same thing over and over. Expert Google Ads management. So that would probably be a good first headline because it kind of describes what it is we're offering and a little bit of value proposition. Affordable Google Ads service, pretty good. Your path to online sales, probably a little broad. Efficient Google ad campaigns, okay. Get 500 ad credits, definitely a good secondary benefit. Increase online income now, too generic. 5-day Google Ads setup. Not bad for a second line. Top-notch ad campaigns here. Don't like it. Certified Google Ads experts. I like that one for #1 headline, and so on and so forth. So importantly, what you do find with this tool is that it tends to lack calls to action in the headlines. So that's something you will need to write on your own. I've seen this kind of over and over. So just keep that in mind, that you do want to have in your third headline position calls to action. I wrote did another video and wrote an article about how we pin headlines by type into different positions, and I do urge you to either watch that video or read the article. It'll make what I'm saying about where to position these a lot more sense. And then on descriptions, I do find ChatGPT does a better job with descriptions than it does with headlines, to be honest. So let's see. Turnkey Google Ads management at an affordable price, search, shopping, display ads, and more included. That's fantastic. Efficient way to drive new customers, maximizing your profitability is our priority. Kind of bland, right? Again, not very specific. From keyword strategies to creative ad development, we ensure every aspect of your campaign is tuned for success. I like that. I wouldn't make it the #1 headline, but it's pretty solid. Receive 500 in free ad credit as a new Google Ads user via our Google Partner Program. Um, it's saying a lot without saying a little, right? Like you could probably squeeze in this benefit into another description and then add more things. Active, consistent campaign management with data-driven optimization for better performance. I like that. I'd probably try to slide in Google Ads somewhere here, get a little keyword love. But you can see, most of this is quite good. And I think for somebody that um, runs a small business. Marketing is not necessarily their forte, but they are doing Google Ads on their own. That, this content would probably be miles better than what they come up with. Again, though, this is based on the landing page, right? So the presumption is you already have a solid landing page. Otherwise, garbage in, garbage out. But this is pretty good. The other nice thing about ChatGPT is you can grab all the content without the numbers, the way it formats it. So it's easy to paste this into a spreadsheet to do a little more work on it. But yeah, I mean, great job from ChatGPT. At our agency, we wouldn't use a lot of this, but it definitely would provide inspiration. Um, for us to do a bit of rewriting here. Maybe we pull a couple of these into the responsive search ad, but all good. So hopefully you find this tool and this approach useful for you. And that is it for today. I will see you next time.